Hello, I'm Allison Faison, and this is an example of a postnatal class. It's a general Hatha-based class, and we have our babies here too. So is anyone new to yoga? No? So had a couple of classes, and any injuries that I should know about? No. All right, so let's go ahead and start with a little bit of heart opening. Anything going on in the body, postures or things that you'd like to be doing?
Neck as always.
Neck and shoulders. Okay.
For me too, yeah, definitely right here. Right.
So between your shoulder blades?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So we'll go ahead and start with a nice restorative heart shoulder opener. And keeping your belt right behind, just along the bra line there. And then going ahead and crossing the belt over itself so you have a nice triangle in front. And then going ahead and taking that over the head so that the triangle's right there, and then dropping it down back like a harness. So these are just slightly shy, the length is a little bit shorter, but you get the idea of the shoulders dropping down and the heart lifting. Exactly. Let's go ahead and check. So taking a few moments to float the eyes closed, or you can have the eyes half masked so you can see these. Just noticing the breath and finding the posture. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out through the nose. And finding that posture that is yoga, the opposition. The head and crown going up toward the sky, the shoulders and the sit bones grounding down into the earth or the bolster, or block, whatever you're sitting on. And taking 2 or 3 more breaths, coming into this room from wherever you've been this morning. Filling the lungs with the breath on the inhale, filling the belly or the diaphragm, and then on the exhale, feeling the navel going closer toward the back body as you exhale. 2 or 3 more breaths. And then going ahead and releasing the strap and taking that down off to the side. And just seeing if you can keep that nice posture, that lift, that sense of rolling the shoulders back, the heart open. And just taking 2 or 3 more breaths here. And then going ahead and let's do some shoulder work by lifting the arms over the head and then hunching the shoulders in and then dropping the shoulder blades down. So we're bending the elbows just to get a loose shoulder area as well as creating space between the ears and shoulders. So nice openness. And reaching up again, hunching. Finding those spots in the body, you might even want to move the shoulders a little bit to find that upper body crunchy area, and then exhaling, finding some spaciousness opening there. And then interlacing the fingers, drawing the hands, palms up toward the sky. And then on the exhale, dropping them down to the nape of the neck and letting the elbows fold forward. So this should feel like a restorative pose, dropping the chin toward the chest and allowing the head and the neck to stretch. So we're going to fold the elbows down and then going ahead and opening up through the elbows and separating your fingers wide. So you find that your fingertips are opening and the palms are opening. The shoulders, the chest. And then going ahead and opening to cactus arms. So we're dropping the shoulders down and opening the heart again. And then doing a little resistance by exhaling as we drawing in, opening through that shoulder girdle. Let's inhale and exhaling. And inhaling and exhaling. And opening up. And exhaling one more time. And inhaling out. And then going ahead and reaching the arms all the way out to the side. And let's go ahead and place the palms up. You feel a little bit of that drop in the shoulders. And then placing the palms back out. Good. I'm doing a little bit of eagle arms this morning, so we're still doing that neck and shoulders, dropping it down. So this time we'll take the right arm over the left by the elbows, stacking on top of each other. And then going ahead and placing the palms so they're facing out to the side. So this might be as much as you want to do, or you can, if you're able to attach your fingers to your thumbs, eventually trying to get the palms together. So the goal is really to feel the shoulder as it drops down more than feeling that your hands are close. Either way. And then lifting the elbows up for the sky if you feel that you want a little more stretch in that shoulder. Inhaling and exhaling. 3, 2, and 1. Going ahead and unwrapping that, inhaling all the way back up. And then we'll go ahead and take the other side. Exhaling this time, the left arm's on the top. And just dropping the shoulders down first to find that stretch in the shoulder. Palms out to the side. And then going ahead, either taking the fingertips together, the thumbs, whatever feels most comfortable. Inhaling and exhaling and dropping through the shoulders. Yeah, and after a few breaths, if you feel that there's not a lot of stretching going on there, then going ahead and pressing the elbows up toward the sky and dropping the shoulders down. Breathing here for 3, 2, and 1. Dropping the hands and inhaling all the way back. And exhaling, and one more heart opener here in the seated position. If you're sitting cross-legged or on a block. I'm going to go ahead and tent the fingers, rolling the shoulders back, opening through the heart. So the hands might be on the bolster, yeah, or if you have a block, that looks good. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and take the fingertips toward you exactly. And you might just need to, could you be on the floor? Okay, yeah, okay, looks good there. Nice, yeah, breathing here, opening through the chest for 3, 2, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out through the nose. I'm going to drop the chin a little bit to lengthen through the neck. And going ahead and folding forward, and we're going to go into moving the spine now, cat and cow. And if you want babies in front of you, you can feel free to have them underneath as your 4 points on the floor. So wherever you want to be, spreading the fingers wide and shoulder width, and supporting your knees with a blanket, anything that you need to feel sturdy and solid, and knees or hip width apart. And then going ahead and just taking your own time, your own inventory of your body. It could be your right shoulder forward and your left shoulder, or moving your hips. Just a few moments to move organically the way you would in the morning you're waking up, finding those spots, inhaling, exhaling. Allowing neutral spine, and then down to cow. And taking that 4 or 5 times, inhaling, exhaling. Breathing here. Noticing any spots in the body that feel like they're creating more space, or you're breathing into that hip or that shoulder. And then going ahead and looking to the right and the right tail, and then over to the left. I'm just doing that 2 more times. Rotating to the side, opening through that side body, and then exhaling. And then returning back to neutral spine. And we go ahead and extend back, tucking the right toes under, extending out through that leg. Exactly. And then whenever you feel that hamstring starting to open up or be more spacious, we're going to engage the leg and lengthen it. So the heel is rotating out a bit toward the right, so you feel like your thigh is rotating inward. Really nice, yeah, so we're creating that length with the spine all the way to the heel. And then if you want to play with opposition, picking up your left hand, so your right leg is out and picking up your left. And going ahead and facing the palm toward your midline. Exactly, yeah. Breathing here, inhaling for 3. 2, just playing with the balance, checking in with your core, your lower back, your mid-spine, and your abdominal area there. For 3. And 2, and 1. And then drawing back into a cat, exhaling. And inhaling back to neutral spine. And let's go ahead and draw the other leg out. So tucking the left toes under, sending that left heel out. Again, feeling that spiraling in of the thigh so that the heel is going out to the side. A couple of breaths unwinding that hamstring on the back of the leg. For 3, and 2, and 1. And then going ahead and lengthening up, lifting out, feeling as though you're kicking the wall, or you could even place the sole of your foot on the back of the wall. Really nice, feeling that engagement around the knees, around the muscles, around the leg. And then going in and picking up the other side and do opposition. So left leg is back, we're going to reach out with that right hand. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing here. And again, just seeing what this side feels like. Every side is different. Our legs are different, hips feel different. So just going to that place where you can find your balance. And if you come out, then just coming right back in. Inhaling, drawing the palm so that it's going toward your midline for 3. Really nice. 2, strengthening that lower back with 1, and then drawing back in. And let's just do a quick flow through. It's similar to that, so we're going to go ahead and flow right to left. So you're lifting your right leg out and the left hand, and then exhaling in and breathing out. Inhaling. So doing that couple of alternations, inhaling, exhaling, right and left, right and left. Yeah, just working the whole body. And when you're ready, coming back, and we'll do a little bit more flexing through the heel. We're going to drop that right knee so the knee is bent, and trying to find that neutral spine. Sometimes the spine tends to sag down. We're trying to keep that strength opening through the heart as if it's going to do a push-up. So flexing through the heel, bending the knee, breathing here for 3, 2, really nice. Yeah, so you're going to kick up toward the sky. So you're kicking in my hand. Pressing here for 3, 2, and 1. And then going ahead and lengthening that foot back down. And doing the same thing on the other side. So lengthening out with the left, and then bending through the knee and that you're resisting something right on top. Lifting your leg just a little bit higher for 3, 2, and 1. Dropping the knee back down, and then coming back to child's pose. So child's pose, you could have 2 knees together. You could do wide knee child's pose. You could also do restorative child's pose. So active or restorative. Restorative, you might have 2 bolsters or 1, reaching out, allowing the body to hang out underneath the chest. Or being really active by spreading the fingers wide, lifting up from underneath the elbows, underneath the armpits. So I usually just come around and do a light press along the sacrum in that area. If that's something that you don't want, please just let me know. Inhaling, exhaling, imagining that you're going ahead and sending the breath into your mid-spine and out and into the lower sacral area. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep it big and across your head. Creating that space in the hips, feeling a little bit of that restorative energy through the head and shoulders. And whenever you're ready, slowly stacking up each vertebra on itself, letting the head be heavy, coming all the way back up. And going ahead and doing a little bit, let's do some push-ups. Do you want to do push-ups? Okay, we're going to do some push-ups. We're going to come to the front of the mat and spreading the hands wide, just like you would do a push-up onto your knees, and going ahead and practicing some chaturanga half push-ups. So, setting up the form. Sometimes we're flying through some salutation and the arms are out and we're sagging down. I just want to practice that sense of openness of the heart and the elbows coming back. So just exhaling as you're pressing forward and inhaling back. And more of those. Spreading the fingers wide. Exactly. Yeah, feeling that the hips are opening a little bit too. And then we're going to go ahead, if baby's in front of you, then we won't do knees, chest, chin, and you can go right to downward dog, but if baby's not in front of you, then doing knees, chest, chin. So spreading the fingers wide, finding that nice pose there, and going down toward the floor, knees, chest, chin, and then going ahead and coming up through cobra. So squeezing the elbows. Yeah, and if you're not there, you can come back to downward dog. Exactly. Finding that cobra, rolling the shoulders back. Really nice, yeah. Feeling that length here. Breathing for 3, and 2, and 1, and then going ahead and pressing the hands into the floor, tucking the toes under, and finding your downward dog. Great. Spreading the fingers wide, really nice. Allowing the head to drop. Yeah, you can separate your feet just about hip width apart. Feeling your weight here and releasing that. tailbone and the sit bone so that you're lengthening the legs out. You feel that length, and your heels are almost going toward the floor. They don't have to be on the floor, but we're going to that direction. So just taking a few of those, really bend the knees in, and then once your knees are bent, you're just slowly lengthening like you're creating that whole space along the back of the legs. Breathing here for 3, and 2, and 1, and then walking your hands all the way back toward the feet for forward fold. You can always use blocks for the forward fold. Whatever you need to do to support that lower back, and also it allows you to relax into that place. So feet can be hip width apart, or you can have toes together, heels slightly apart. Allowing the head to drop, finding that comfort zone. Allowing the head to shake yes and no. Nodding the head. Nice loose head, neck, and shoulders. Allowing any tension in the neck and shoulders, lower back, to just sort of drain out the top of the head. Inhaling and exhaling. And as you feel that your legs are expanding, or you find more strength and space in the back of those hamstrings, roll the weight toward the toes. Inhaling and exhaling here. One or two more breaths. And then going ahead and bending the knees and rising like a rag doll, letting the hands be loose, the shoulders rolling up, letting the head come up last. And then rolling the shoulders 3 times, inhaling up with the shoulders, and exhaling all the way back. Inhaling and exhaling. And then we're going to go ahead and come forward again. So inhaling, reaching arms overhead. And then on the exhale, walking the hands forward all the way to the front of the mat, finding your downward dog. And then if you have room behind you to lift your leg, spreading the toes wide, lifting the right leg back so that the feet are going toward the floor. Yeah, or you can use the wall there. If your heel goes toward the floor, you can get a little extra stretch there and feel that heel rotating out toward the right side. Breathing here. So just a slight rotation here. Feeling how the thighs are rolling. Spreading the fingers wide. 3, 2, and 1. And then drawing the right knee into the nose and doing a little abdominal overhead. And coming back. And exhaling out. And then going ahead and switching to the other side. And then lifting through. Exactly. The leg there. And if you feel like you want to go toward the wall, you can go ahead and rotate inward again, feeling that heel coming out. Inhaling, exhaling. Spreading the fingers wide, feeling the pads of the fingers into the floor. And then going ahead and drawing the knee toward the nose. And exhaling all the way back out. And then dropping the feet down. Good, and then if you'd like to cycle through, coming to plank. Shoulders are right over. Finding your strength there, lifting up through the core. Yeah, there. Really nice, it's so great. Feeling the energy in the heels, breathing for 3. And 2. Really noticing the breath. And 1. And then going ahead and let's go ahead and come back down to the knees and doing a little bit of shoulder work. So reaching up with the left hand or the right, whichever one you're on right, then going ahead and throw threading through. And you can have your head underneath the block if you'd like to have that support there. Does that feel comfortable? Inhaling and exhaling, we have a spinal twist happening and then the shoulder. Breathe here. 3, 2, and 1. And then pressing into that left hand and rotating back, pulling that right hand back out, inhaling. Let's do the other side. Reaching out with the left, and then drawing that hand under, getting into the shoulder. Again, each side is different, so breathing through that space in the shoulder, inhaling and exhaling. We're also getting into the hips and that lower spine area. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling, releasing any tension in the shoulder and that upper body. 2, and 1, and then coming back up, drawing the hand up. And then let's go ahead and go into some warrior poses. So tucking the toes under, sending the hips back, and bending the knees, looking forward, either lifting or walking up toward your hands. Lengthening through the crown of the head. Inhaling, either with a block in front or not. Exhaling down. And then reverse swan dive. So arms out to the side, lengthening out, inhaling back up. Arms all the way up to the sky. And hands to the heart center. Anjali Mudra. So feet can be hip width apart, or if you like to have toes together, heel, we're just going to cycle through and find some warrior poses. So inhaling, reaching all the way up. And exhaling, forward fold. Keeping that micro bend. Inhaling, lengthening through the spine. Exhaling back down. And then going ahead and releasing the hands into the floor. If you want to put them over your baby, go ahead and do that. And the left foot is forward and right leg back. Finding lunge. Inhaling and exhaling. Really nice. So the knee is right over the foot. Good. Breathing here. 2, 1. And going ahead and pressing into the floor, lifting up, pressing onto the thighs, reaching up. And we're going to go ahead and come up onto the toes. And find that stretch in the back. For 3, 2, 1. Coming back to the heart. And let's go into warrior 2. So dropping the heel down, 45-degree angle. And then going ahead and reaching all the way out, inhaling and exhaling. So hips are facing open. So if we were in warrior 1, our hips would be facing the center of the room. We're going to open up to the side. Breathing here, coming down a little bit more into it so you can feel that challenge. Dropping down. Inhaling, exhaling. Finding that open heart as the heart's lifting for 3, 2, and then going into reverse warrior. Reaching back, inhaling, opening, and then sitting a little bit more into that posture there. And for a little more stretch here, going ahead and lengthening through the leg. So we feel that length through the leg, reaching up, finding that connection from the toe all the way up to the hand. So you're really reaching to the hand for 3, 2, and 1. And then going ahead and cycling back to side angle, reaching down. Opening